My family canceled my son's birthday party because it would hurt my sister's kids during her divorce. They threatened to cut us off if we went ahead. I threw the party anyway and told them to leave if they couldn't stand it. I'm 37, a contractor used to being the family workhorse. My sister Kylie has always been the golden child, a makeup mogul, living off her husband's tech salary, while mom bragged about her empire. I was the one installing their security systems for free. When my son Evan turned 8, we tried a joint party with his cousins. He blew out 3 candles before they grabbed the rest. For his 9th birthday, I went to borrow folding tables from my parents. Mom didn't offer coffee. She said, "You need to postpone Evan's party." I blinked. "What?" Kylie jumped in. "My kids are going through a lot with the separation. A big party for Evan would make them feel less than." "Less than what?" I asked. "A 9-year-old with hot dogs and a Costco cake?" Mom folded her arms. "If you go through with this selfishly, don't bring him here afterward," I said. "So my kid doesn't get a birthday because your marriage fell apart?" Dad stared at the carpet. I left without the tables. That night I told my wife Anna, "They threatened to cut us off if we celebrate." She said, "Then we celebrate." The next morning we set up at the community park banner. Evan colored himself, grill, cake. At 11:20, my entire family marched in uninvited. Mom scanned everything and said, "We warned you about consequences," I said calmly. "This is Evan's party." Kylie filmed with her phone. "You're causing unnecessary pain." "I'm celebrating my son," I replied. "You can stay and behave like guests, or leave," Mom hissed. "Family comes first," I said. "He is my family," Kylie snapped. "When he asks why he doesn't see his grandparents, remember this." I held up my phone. "When he asks, I'll show him the screenshots where you threatened to cut him off." Silence. I crouched to Evan. "You okay?" He nodded. "I just want everyone to have fun." They left furious. We ate cake anyway. That night, Anna said, "We can't keep living 15 minutes from people who think they own us." We packed before sunrise and moved across town into a tiny rental owned by my mentor, Vince. The calls came nonstop. "Where are you? This is abusive. Your father fell." I checked he was fine, buying mulch. Then Mom sent an Excel sheet listing loans I supposedly owed, including birthday gifts. I replied, "Send an invoice for every hour I worked for free. We'll settle the difference." Silence. I raised my rates to $110 an hour and started charging everyone, including family. "We're family," Dad protested. "Exactly," I said. "You should have paid market rate years ago. They hired someone else once and paid triple." Meanwhile, Evan changed, sleeping through the night and no longer flinching when my phone buzzed. A year later, for his 10th birthday, we threw another park party with an inflatable obstacle course. Kylie showed up with the kids. They ran straight to the bounce wall. One cousin said, "Evan's parties are actually fun," Kylie snapped. "Must be nice having endless attention," then stormed off. Later, Mom approached me. "Can we talk?" "Not now," I said. "You're not the main character here," she whispered. "You humiliated us," I answered. "You tried to cancel my son's birthday." Months later, Vince handed me an $18,000 commercial contract and retired, passing me his clients. Kylie's marriage collapsed under hidden debt. Mom and Dad sold their house and hinted about moving in with us. "We could combine resources," Dad said. "We're good," I replied. Evan's next birthdays were full of friends, laughter, and no threats. One evening at the beach, he said, "Dad, this is the best day of my life." That's when I knew we didn't lose family. We lost an obligation. They thought banning a birthday would keep control. It only taught me how to walk away and build something better.